Good morning, students. Let's start the next part of this chapter, that is motion. In this chapter, we have learned about the motion, what are the uniform and non-uniform motion, what is distance and what is displacement, what are the difference between the distance and the displacement, and speed and the velocity, and what are the differences between the speed and velocity. And in last class, we also learned about the uniform and non-uniform velocity. Okay, just remind it once again. Uniform and non-uniform velocity. Uniform velocity and the non-uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means, again you can write your notes with me, like in a uniform velocity, the object move equal distance in equal interval of time, and the important condition is the body should be moving in a straight line. So if a body is moving in a straight line and it is covering equal distance, like 5 meters in 1 second, another 5 meters in another 1 second. So the body is covering equal distance in equal interval of time and it is moving in a straight line. So this type of motion is called the uniform velocity. So again you can write the definition of the uniform velocity. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time in a straight line, this type of velocity is called the uniform velocity. You can pause the video for writing the definitions. Now the next part is non-uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity. You can make your notes with me. Like I always explain the definition of every parts. So you can write down the definition. Okay. Or in case of any problem, you can ask me in your Zoom class. So what is the non-uniform velocity? There are three possibilities for the non-uniform velocity. First one, suppose a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time and a body is moving in a straight line. Suppose a body is moving in a straight line but covering unequal distance, 5 meters in 1 second first time, 2 meters another 1 second, second time, and then 4 meters in 1 second. So in this case, the body is moving in a straight line but covering unequal distance in equal interval of time. So this type of velocity is called the non-uniform velocity. Second case can be if a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time but its direction regularly changes. Like 5 meters in 1 second, again 5 meters another 1 second, but what is the difference in between those? Its direction is changes. In this case, it is moving in a straight line, but in the second case, the body is changing its direction. So since it is moving, it is covering equal distance in equal interval of time, but it is not in a straight line. So this type of velocity is also called the non-uniform velocity. So what can be the second condition? When a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, but the direction of the body is regularly changes. So this type of velocity is called the non-uniform velocity. And what can be the third condition? Third condition is if a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time and the direction of the body is also changes. It means first 5 meters in 1 second, then 3 meters in 1 second. These values can be any values, like it can be 5, it can be 3, it can be 2, it can be 10. So the figure doesn't matter. It's only the example. 3 meters in 1 second and then 4 meters in 1 second. So in this case, it is covering unequal distance in equal interval of time and the direction is also changes. So there are three possibilities for the non-uniform velocity. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time but direction regularly changes. If a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time in a straight line, or can be if a body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time and the direction also changes. So these are the three conditions where the velocity will be non-uniform. You can write all these three possibilities for non-uniform velocity in your notebook. So this is the non-uniform velocity and the uniform velocity. After velocity, I explain you by which symbol we represent the initial and the final velocity. Suppose the body is moving. Suppose you are in bicycle. This is your bicycle. I always like to keep you on your bicycle because the students should always be on their bicycles. You should not move on scooty or bikes because you are under 18. So this is your bicycle And suppose you are moving 2 meter with a speed of 2 meter per second. Okay. And after 10 seconds, suppose your velocity changes. You start paddling fast and your velocity changes. So now the velocity changes to, after paddling fast, your velocity changes to 20 meter per second. Okay. This is a great difference. So in this case, the initial velocity you have is called the initial velocity, and we represent the initial velocity by the symbol u, small u. Initial. Initial means जो शुरू में आपकी वेलोसिटी है, जिस भी वेलोसिटी से आप शुरू में मूव कर रहे हो उसको आप बताते हैं इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, एंड वी ऑलवेज रिप्रेजेंट द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी बाय द सिंबल u. एंड आफ्टर सर्टेन टाइम by applying the force you can change your velocity. So if the after 10 seconds your velocity 20 meter per second, this is called the final velocity. The velocity you gain after a minute, after a time, after a particular time, this is called the final velocity, and we represent the final velocity by symbol small v. This is the final velocity, small v. So in this example, we have the final velocity 20 meter per second and the initial velocity is 2 meter per second. And the time taken by you to change your velocity is 10 seconds. Okay, so this is about the velocity. Now one more connected thing with the velocity is acceleration. This is very important term, acceleration. And I think you have learned, you have ever listen this word acceleration. In bicycles, not in bicycles, in vehicles like four-wheelers and scooters and bike, you have ever listened this word, the acceleration, accelerate, accelerate. Accelerate means changes the velocity. If you are going to change your velocity, then you have the accelerated motion. It means if a velocity of a body changes, this type of motion is called the accelerated motion. Suppose you are not going to change your velocity. Suppose you are moving with the velocity of 2 meter per second and you are not changes your velocity. It means you don't have acceleration. So for acceleration, you should change your velocity. So in case when the body changes its velocity, it has an acceleration. So now we are talking about the acceleration. Acceleration. So first of all, write down the definition of acceleration. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. I'm not writing the definition here on the board. You can write yourself on your notebook. You can pause the video and then write down the definition. Again, I'm telling you the definition. Acceleration means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So it means if a body, the velocity of a body changes, it means it has an acceleration. It has an acceleration. So acceleration is represented by the symbol small a, and it is a vector quantity. With every vector quantity, we should mark a sign like this arrow. So this arrow represents that it is a vector quantity. So acceleration is also a vector quantity. And what is the meaning of the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration? Actually, when you write the term rate of means per second in per hours, it means if you want to find the change in unit time. And what is the meaning of unit time? Unit time is it can be 1 second, it can be 1 minute, it can be 1 hour. So if you are going to find out the change in any value in unit time is per second, per hour or per minute. So this is called the rate of. The rate of is how much velocity you are going to change in a unit time. Unit time is, it can be 1 second, again 1 hour or the 1 minute. So the rate of change of velocity, it means by which rate you are changing your velocity. Suppose for the, we are taking the previous example, you are moving in a bicycle with the speed of 22 meter per second, and after 10 seconds, by applying the force, by changing the velocity, by applying force on pedaling fast, you can change your velocity, and your final velocity is now 20 meter per second. Okay. So it means in 10 seconds you change your velocity from 2 to 20. Or if you find that how much velocity you change in 1 second, then this will be a acceleration. So how can you find that how much velocity you are going to change in a 1 second? By subtracting the final velocity from. sorry, by subtracting the initial velocity from the final velocity, that is 20 minus 2, and divided it by time. So by this you can find how much velocity you are going to change in a 1 second. So for acceleration we can write down the formula, that is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So if you find out the difference between the final and the initial velocity and you divide it by the time, you can find the acceleration of a body. So in previous example, initial velocity 2 meter per second represented by the small u, and the final velocity is 20 meter per second represented by the v, and 10 seconds is the time. So acceleration will be 20 minus 2 upon 10. So we can find out like 18 upon 10. It will be 1.8 meter per second square. Okay, I have to tell you about the unit of the acceleration. So is it clear that if you find out the difference between the initial and the final velocity and you divide it by the time, you can find the rate of change of velocity, which is called the acceleration. तो सिंपली आप क्या कहते हो, अगर आप फाइनल वेलोसिटी में से इनिशियल वेलोसिटी को माइनस करते हो और उसको टाइम से डिवाइड करते हो तो आप एक्सेलरेशन फाइंड कर सकते हो. सो फर्स्ट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन इज द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वेलोसिटी इज कॉल्ड एक्सेलरेशन. Second one is the formula for finding the acceleration is v minus u upon t, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, and t is the time taken to change the velocity. Okay, I will represent the acceleration by the small a. What is the SI unit of acceleration? In physics, you should know all the units of all the physical quantities. So, what is the SI unit of acceleration? Acceleration has the SI unit meter per second square. And how we get this unit? Actually, the velocity has a unit meter per second. And if we divide the meter per second by second, we will get meter per second square. So, this is the SI unit of acceleration. So, I explained you what is acceleration, what is the formula for finding acceleration, and what is the SI unit of acceleration. Now, continue. Acceleration can be of two types. It can be uniform and it can be non-uniform. So now I am going to explain you what is a uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Again I am telling you that you can write your notes with me. It will be really helpful to you. So uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration is if a body changes its velocity equally in equal interval of time. अब आप सोचो, आपने यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी क्या पढ़ा था, या आपने यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी पढ़ा था इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन इक्वल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. बट इन यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन इट इज equal change in velocity, not equal distance. Now it is change in velocity because acceleration depends on velocity. So uniform acceleration means if a body changes velocity equally. Suppose for example, you start on a bicycle, again on a bicycle. You should be there on the bicycle always. So this is your bicycle, and you start. It means you have a zero velocity initially, and after 1 second, your velocity changes to suppose it is 3 meter per second. By paddling, you change your velocity. It is 3 meter per second. Again, by paddling, you change your velocity. It is again 6 meter per second. And again, in the next 1 second, it will be 9 meter per second. So now, in 1 second, you changes your velocity by how much time? By 3 meter per second. So in equal interval of time, you are changing your velocity equally. So when a body changes velocity equally in equal interval of time, then this type of acceleration is called the uniform acceleration. Again, you can write the definition of uniform acceleration as equal change in velocity in equal interval of time. So this is called the uniform acceleration. And what is about the non-uniform acceleration? Non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration means if your velocity changes unequal in equal interval of time, then this type of acceleration is called the non-uniform acceleration. Suppose you start from here with a velocity of 0 meter per second. After 1 second, your velocity changes to 3 meter per second. In another 1 second, you changes your velocity to 10 meter per second. Another 1 second change the velocity from to 15 meter per second. So in this case, in 1 second, you changes your velocity unequal. In the first second, you change 3 meter per second. In next, it becomes 7 meter per second. In next part, it becomes 5 meter per second. So in this case, you are changes your velocity unequally in equal interval of time. So this type of acceleration is called the non-uniform acceleration. Okay. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you, that if a body has a non-uniform velocity, its motion will be accelerated. If a body is moving a circular path, so here in this case, if its speed is constant, suppose it covers 5 meter in 1 second, another 5 meter in 1 second, it means its velocity is constant. Not the velocity, sorry, speed is constant. Its speed is constant, but we know that its velocity changes. Its velocity is non-uniform. Why? Because it changes its direction at every point. हर point पे इसका direction बदल रहा है. यहाँ है तो direction ये है, इस point पे गया direction ये हो गया, इस point पे गया direction ये हो गया. So though it has a uniform speed, but its direction regularly changes. So we will say that it will have the non-uniform velocity. Or if a body has a non-uniform velocity, it will confirm, it will have the accelerated motion. So in this example, though the speed of the body is constant, but this motion is an accelerated motion. So if a body is moving in a circular path, it means it has an accelerated motion. So acceleration can be of two types. It can be uniform, it can be non-uniform. What is about the uniform acceleration? If a body changes its velocity equally in equal interval of time, it means it has a uniform acceleration. Or if a body changes its velocity unequally in equal interval of time, this is called the non-uniform acceleration. Now acceleration can be positive, it can be negative. Though we know that it is a vector quantity. And the vector quantity can be positive, it can be zero, it can be negative. So acceleration can be positive, it can be positive, or it can be negative. Okay, one example for the negative acceleration. I am going to rub this board and please write down all the values I am writing here on this board. You can pause the video for writing the part which is I am writing here on the board. So acceleration, when the acceleration will be positive, according to the formula we know that acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. So we know that time cannot be negative. Yeah, if the velocity of the body, if the final velocity is greater than the initial velocity, then the acceleration will be positive 100%. Suppose you are moving with the velocity of 5 meter per second, this is the initial velocity, and after t time your velocity changes to 10. Now in this case, the final velocity is more than the initial velocity. So you will say you will have the positive acceleration, because the formula for the acceleration is v minus u upon t. अब v बड़ा है, u छोटा है, तो कैसा होगा? पॉजिटिव आएगा आंसर. अब एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं कि if the velocity of the body is greater initially and after t times velocity decreases. Suppose velocity becomes 10 meter per second. So here the initial velocity is 20 and the final velocity is 10. So in this example, your velocity going to be decreases. In this case, you apply the formula v minus u upon t. So v is 10, u is 20 upon t. So here the acceleration will be negative. It means if the velocity of the body decreases, its acceleration will be negative. Or the negative acceleration is called retardation. We use this term retardation. We use this term retardation for negative acceleration. So if a body has a negative acceleration, it means it has a retarded motion. Retardation means negative acceleration. If you are writing retardation, you don't need to write the minus sign with the value. Or if you are writing acceleration, then you have to write the negative sign with it. So we have studied about the acceleration, uniform, non-uniform acceleration, the formula of acceleration, and what is the retardation. So this is about the acceleration. Now there are some numericals based on the simple formula, that is a is equal to v minus u upon t. So I am going to explain you the some numericals based on the acceleration, and then I will give you this part in your homework. So this is the numerical question from an NCERT book of page number 103. The question is, second question. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour. So what is this? 80 km per hour. Initially, the bus is moving with the speed of 80 km per hour. It means it is the initial velocity. And we know that we represent the velocity initial by u. So it is u is equal to 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour. Now its velocity changes to 60 km per hour. So this is the final velocity. It is 60 km per hour. So in this case we know that velocity changes, velocity decreases. So it will have the accelerated motion and the acceleration will be negative because the final velocity is less than the initial velocity. In 5 seconds. So the time taken by the bus to change the velocity is 5 seconds. You have to find the acceleration of the bus. So for finding the acceleration, we know the formula A is equal to V minus U upon T. Now the most important thing, I told you that the acceleration has the SI unit meter per second. It means these kilometer per hour you have to change in meter per seconds. So in last class I explained you how can we change the kilometer per hour into meter per second. If we multiply it by 5 upon 80, we can change this into meter per second. So if you want to change the kilometer per hour into meter per second, you will multiply it by 5 upon 80. And the important thing is the acceleration is always represented in meter per second square and the velocity has the SI unit meter per second. So we are going to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second. We can cancel it with 2 9 and 4. It is 200 upon 9 meter per second. Don't need to convert this value into decimals because we convert the values in decimal in the final answer. So the final velocity is how much? It is 60 multiplied with the 5 upon 18. Again we have to multiply it by 5 upon 18 to convert it into meter per second. So we can cancel out by 2, 3 and 9. It can be cancelled by 3 also, but I am not going to cancel it because in case of when we subtract the v minus u, we have to take the LCM. So एक ही बात है, हम इसको कैंसिल ही नहीं करते. It is 150 upon 9. अगर आपको मुश्किल लग रहा है तो आप कैंसिल कर सकते हो. So now we can apply the formula. According to the formula, acceleration is equal to v is how much? 150 upon 9 minus u is how much? 200 upon 9 upon time. So देखो आपको फ्रैक्शन में अगर प्रॉब्लम आती है तो आप इसको ना ऐसे लिख सकते हैं जिससे आपको ये आसान हो जाएगा सॉल्व करना. सो v माइनस यू डिवाइडेड बाय द टाइम. सो अब आपको समझ में आ गया होगा मैंने यहाँ पे क्यों इसको कैंसिल नहीं करा था 3 से, क्योंकि हमें यहाँ एलसीएम लेना पड़ता, बात एक ही थी. तो इट इज -50 upon 9 and we know that if we want to convert the dividing to multiplication we have to make the reciprocal of this last term. So multiply 1 upon 5 है ना. मैथ्स में होता है जब डिवाइड का मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो लास्ट वाले नंबर का रेसिप्रोकल कर देते हैं. सो यू विल गेट इट -10 upon 9 meter per second square. Simple. So this is a very simple formula for acceleration, that is v minus u upon t, and you have to remember it that the velocity should be meter per second and the acceleration will have the unit meter per second square. And always remember to write the units with all the physical quantities. Okay. So I will give you some numericals based on the acceleration. Okay. Bye.